So this is going to be a quick video on some stuff I recently got. Or not so recently, but a week ago I got this ThinkPad 420 for 40 bucks. I just bought the charger. I'm going to buy a keyboard replacement for it, as you are going to see, because the keyboard is absolutely destroyed. It had a 320 gig hard drive. Sorry for that idiotic missay of something, but whatever. Although it has a totally ruined keyboard, like every single key except for these ones are missing, and yeah, it needs a new keyboard because I just can't use it without that. It has NVIDIA NVS 4200. I can't say stuff today. I don't know why. And a 16 by 9, yes, it's a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. I was about to say that, but it has a 1600 by 900p display. It's LCD and it's decent. It works. And it was owned by a kid. That's why I had to take a bunch of stickers off here. I didn't really clean it though, and had to take, or I need to take the stickers off there. It had a 320 gig hard drive, but I took that out and put it in something else, and I put a 250 gig SATA drive in this little system right here. I mean, it's a pretty nice laptop. It actually came with 12 gigabytes of DDR3 memory, so I think that itself is worth the money I paid for it. Hard drive caddy, DVI port, no, that's not a DVI, that's a display port, and USB, Ethernet, probably gigabit, VGA, yeah, that's VGA, and the nice thing is it has a copper heatsink, so that means it's pretty darn powerful. It has an i5 2520M dual core 4-thread, charger port, other heat grill. It has Firewire 1394, another USB port, 2 more USB ports. No, that's a eSATA, external SATA port, Kensington lock, and another USB port. A card slot of some sort. Something, I don't know. Might not be a slot. It might just be a dummy. This is the card slot. And it's missing the optical drive. And it has an audio jack right there. Overall, it's a pretty nice laptop, and I'm going to fix it, and I'm not going to put a DVD drive in there. If I can order it, I'm going to order a SATA port to put into that DVD drive so that I can use this system with 3 drives, because that would be epic. I mean, a Lenovo ThinkPad with 3 drives and discrete graphics, because this has 1 gig of VRAM and 12 gigs of storage. It's going to be a pretty good system. It's not going to be the most powerful system I own, of course. I have many more powerful systems than this, but this is still a decent system for 40 bucks, and if I fix it up, I mean, it looks pretty cool. It might sell for like $250 or something. Now on to this Dell I got in a bundle for 40 bucks. Came with a monitor. I gave that to my dad, and a printer, which I'm going to pretty much sell or destroy or something. I don't know, because I can't really use it. It doesn't work, and I don't feel like fixing it because it's a LaserJet, so it's an inkjet. It's an HP LaserJet, so it's an inkjet printer, and I can't really use inkjet printers because they're crappy. I like laser printers. But let's take this Lenovo laptop down and show you this Dell system that I got with it. This is the big thing. It has 8 gigs of RAM and an i3 550. Yeah, it's a Dell Inspiron 580. It has the LGA 1156 motherboard, and my camera is literally just not looking at anything. I'm gonna point here. I'm not gonna open up the system right now. I already opened it up. It had 8 gigs of RAM, but I took out 1 stick because that was preventing it from turning on, because memory compatibility is a jerk on that system. But yeah, it's pretty nice. It has a Wi-Fi card, which is epic, and Hyper power supply, which is crap. Decent amount of ports, and it has a PCIe card slot, so I might put that R9 250 I have in there, and this might make a semi-decent gaming PC I can sell for maybe $250 or $300. Yeah, it also came with a keyboard and epic speakers that I use now. last but not least, I also have this compact system. Well, not last but not least, but yeah, I did an overview on this one that I'm going to upload pretty soon. It has a Windows 7 COA on it that I'm going to use, so please don't take that. It's a pretty decent system. It has an AMD Athlon 2, 2 gigahertz, 1 meg of cache. I think it's an i7 170U. It only has dual channel memory, so I put 2 gigs of DDR2 because that's what I have on hand for this system, because it's not the greatest system. It's a pretty low-end system in my opinion. It's decent. I put an SSD in there, and could probably sell it for 100 if I wanted to. I got these two systems from business for free. He didn't want the computers anymore, and I also got a bunch of parts too. I'm gonna make another video on that. That's a video for next time. So the actual last but not least is this Dell Vostro 200. So, story about this one is that it had a roach in it, a bunch of roaches, not a bunch, but it had a bunch of dead roaches. And so I basically completely took apart the system and hosed it down and cleaned it, and basically refurbished it. So I basically did a hose down of the whole case, so it's basically sanitized, and the motherboard is, well, blown off. I vacuumed it, so that's also pretty sanitized too. And I also upgraded the CPU, the RAM, and I put in the hard drive that came with this Lenovo ThinkPad, a 320 gig SATA hard drive. Thought the hard drive was bad, but I installed Windows 10 on it, and it's just slow. So yeah, I put a Core 2 Duo E70 something 100 at 2.33 gigahertz with 4 megs of cache. I don't know the model number on the top of my head, because I mean it's not that important to me. That's 4 gigs of DDR2 666 megahertz, not 600, and 320 gig 7200 RPM hard drive. I also upgraded the power supply, and yeah, it's decent. It's not terrible. It's an old business computer, so I mean, it's nice to have. So this is just the overview of recent computers I have gotten for varying prices or for free that I might sell, because I don't have much space left. And yeah, and I basically refurbished them, so I mean, I put a lot of work into